gonna be cold.
Certainly is. Very cold.
Very cold. There's the boss. We're gonna be cold.
So she values 7 days only, as opposed to...
Sushi value of the day. Yeah. 7 days. Now that is confusing. No one told me there was more than 7 days in a week. Nice room for the night. Got tea and coffee making, fridge, and a TV. Yes.
Coming through offering you a light snack followed by tea, coffee and mineral water. We have 2 snacks available for you today. The coffee time with you. One next time.
Here we go. Ramada in Christchurch. And they really are beautiful sweets. I mean, the added bonus, I'll just turn the light on here. The added bonus in the bathroom, your own dryer and washing machine. So that's great.
That's how come off the little one.
So if you have a look, that's reasonably flat. If I was to walk up to that wall, it would go dead flat. Now, if we come along, don't know if we'll pick it up in the sunlight, but there we go. At the end, it looks like this building sticks out, this one here. But we'll go up there, and I guarantee it doesn't. Now you can see how that's gone flat. That's crazy. If I go back to where I was, which is flat, now that sticks out. Sort of. If I come back further, it would show it better. There you go, you can see it better now. It sticks out, but it doesn't. It's dead flat. That's just crazy. Wow, what a big place. Huh? Yeah.
Very good.
Sushi train in there. Riverside candy shop. My God.
Liz, one of the admin officers over there. So I
He knows him.
Can I have a look upstairs? Have a look upstairs? Up there? I thought there were shops and stuff.
No, just seasonal.
Oh.
At least I can't see this on usual.
I'll see what the view looks like.
Thank you so much. Hopefully I'll be a regular again.
Come back and see.
Hey? Amazing, isn't it? Help. So now we've got a lady here who's going to go for the record for stacking M&Ms. Right, here we go.
Is it possible? Oh look, can you do it like that?
No.
No, they've got to be flat on top of each other.
So you can't do it. Oh look, it's two.
Two. Pull.
Oh,
Two.
there's no fall straight off.
Three. Two.
Try a different one. That's gonna frustrate me.
I know. And she still is a pretty broken city, but being repaired. Lots of grassed areas that probably once housed buildings, now been used for car parks and play areas.
Very well known for the amount of street art around the city. There's a good example there on the right, the brand new Antarctic painting, which is about 1 year old. And that celebrates the close relationship that Christchurch has with the early Antarctic settlers. Explorers, I should say, not settlers. The big gold building is a tour under the Central Christchurch Library, by far the largest and most spectacular public library in the South Island. If you're after a coffee or a hot chocolate, it's a very nice cafe on the ground floor of that library. Through the gate here, the ruins of the former cathedral, the pile of rubble on the front right-hand corner where the big spire used to be before the Christchurch earthquake. Fully repairing and restoring that building now. It's going to take about another 6 or 7 years, and there's a lot of information there on that blue fence. We're wandering into Cathedral Square, stop 2. Main tram shoulder fenced off at the moment while the council slap a bit of paint on. Tram stop 2. So just up here by the riverbank is where we normally turn left onto the Cashel Street shopping area of the tram circuit. The smaller loop that's currently closed, and you've already been down there, I gather, and seen why it's closed. Old heritage building under restoration here, the old council building of the 1880s that's been fully restored and rebuilt now. It started about 6 months ago. It's not covered in scaffolding, it's a very pretty Queen Anne style building. Right, this is tram stop 9, on this limited circuit we're doing at the moment, one of the things you can visit is here on the right, this big grey building, Tikuna 0532, the City Art Gallery. It's one of the best collections of art in the Southern Hemisphere. It's all free to view and it's open until 5 o'clock. As well as the art gallery, a couple of nice cafes here as well. On the right, on the front of the art gallery, the Thirsty Peacock Cafe, and here on the left, another place called Fiddlesticks. Travellers on the tram here, Robert and Henry, the elderly brothers, doing a few past the old Canterbury University site, the Christchurch Arts Centre these days. 23 attractive Gothic revival heritage buildings, all originally the university, and has been the Arts Centre now for about 47 years. It's mostly been repaired after the big earthquake. There's a few buildings still being worked on, and inside this building you've got shops, galleries, cafes, and even a grocery store. Stop 11, the Arts Centre. Stop number 12. Have you had a chance to explore this area yet?
No, no.
One of the key stops, you know, to look around. You've got the museum, the gardens, country down there, and there is a particularly lovely area of Victorian buildings. You go through the box out there, through the archway and out to the other side.
Oh, okay.
Very beautiful. There you don't see it. Beautiful brand. And you're going to go through there, make sure you go inside the break room here on the corner. It's absolutely beautiful material. Named after that gentleman, William Wollaston, an early politician in Canterbury. Brand new building under construction on the right that will also open in October, a new privately funded art and antique display called Raven's Car House. On the left of the track we've got the beautiful stone buildings of Christ's College. very famous independent boarding school for boys. It's been here on the site since about 1857. It is very much like King's College in Auckland. Through the gate there, some delightful Victorian buildings, a very fine piece of moat grass.
Beautiful Regent Street. Neat, isn't it? And we found another use for a caravan. A bookshop. Let's have a look inside. My gosh. There are books for Africa. I didn't realise you could put so many books in a caravan. Different architecture in Christchurch is amazing.
What do a wooden bee, rubber sandals, a meringue dessert and a shell ashtray have in common? As a buzzy bee toy, jandals, pavlova and a PowerShell ashtray, they are Kiwiana, items that are part of New Zealand's popular culture. Once heard, who can forget the sound of a buzzy bee? Since the 1940s, generations of Kiwi kids have loved the brightly coloured Korong toy. Made from rubber and based on the Japanese sandal is the jandal, worn at almost any occasion from weddings to wakes. From the office to the beach, it's essential summer footwear. The pavlova is a meringue, the size of a dinner plate covered in cream with a fruit topping. To Kiwis, it is what apple pie is to Americans. Yet for years, Australians have claimed this dessert as their own. The battle between us continues to this day. The PowerShell was already here. It just needed polishing to join the Kiwiana Club. And boy, did it make a lovely ashtray. But in 1961, the PowerShell rose above the ashes. In Bluff, a small fishing town at the bottom of the South Island, a minor domestic quibble between a married couple would lead to them becoming the undisputed king and queen of Kiwiana. Fred and Myrtle Flutie had lived in Bluff for over 20 years. Their little slice of pavlova paradise was an unassuming bungalow that looked out over Bluff Harbour. Their lounge looked like any other. That is until, using a bit of Kiwi ingenuity, the couple redecorated. It started innocently enough when Myrtle asked Fred if he would not leave his polished PowerShells lying on the living room floor, as they were an obstacle course for her vacuum cleaner. Their solution, possibly testament to already being married for over 30 years, was to start nailing the shelves to the living room wall, where vacuum cleaners seldom ventured. She'll be right, thought Fred. She'll be right on the lounge walls. Soon the DIY project was wall-to-wall PowerShells. But things didn't stop there. Fred and Myrtle had an eye for kitsch collectibles, and soon a variety of trinkets and shells from around the world were added to their little slice of God's own. Wanting to share their power palace, the couple opened their home to the public in 1963. Welcomed by Fred and Myrtle's friendly faces, visitors from around the world were entertained and enthralled by the PowerShell Lounge.
There's always somebody coming in, and some buses too. I love it. I look forward to every day of it.
It was Kiwiana kitchen at its best, made in New Zealand, and then polished and nailed to the wall by the Fluties.
These shells have all been collected. My husband has collected them around Fiordland, the Sounds, and they have all been polished by him. And there's 1,145 in this room. This is our prize shell, and number one shell, there's only one like it in the room. They are all different colours. He has been 27 years collecting them, and my job is to dust them.
Arriving at 258 Marine Parade, visitors were treated to the sound of happy organ music, Fred's favourite, and this soundtrack helped bring the house to life.
It would be hidden beauty if we didn't open the house to the public. So there and then we opened the house 63. I love the company. I don't mind how many comes or how many buses or anything. I enjoy it.
Well, it's a hobby with us, Myrtle and I, and we meet lovely people from all over the world. And you can't wish for anything better than that. Yes, you know. And I find out a lot of things that I never knew before.
With characters as colourful as their PowerShells, this ordinary couple watched their fame and collection grow. As the king and queen of Kiwiana kitsch, it's not surprising they were soon advertising celebrities. The couple and their lounge were beamed at the living room throughout New Zealand.
Tonight, Fred and I are eating out. In fact, we're going to our favourite place. Well, let's get going. Here we are. There's nowhere else in the world like this. After 63 years of marriage, Fred still knows how to light the fire. If they didn't know about Bluff before, they know about it now.
The house was open to the public 7 days a week, 8 hours a day. Together, Fred and Myrtle welcomed more than 1 million visitors to their home over 37 years. In 1998, they celebrated their 70th wedding anniversary. For an ordinary couple, they were pretty extraordinary.
Down here in Bluff, we're as New Zealand as anybody else. We're in the same time zone. We've got all the mod cons. We watch the same TV programs as everybody else. We even eat the same bread. So I don't know why anybody sees us as being any different.
funny. Doesn't tell me though. I want to know what it was.